The following is brought to you in part by System Blue. Products and education. System Blue.
Today is a very special day. It marks the 1-year anniversary that Chad found a banana in his tuba. So, have a little special treat, Operation Bananarama. And for the top off, some bananas.
Oh, is there a banana?
Where's Chad's tuba? Maybe better than the bow.
Come on back, top of the barrel, please.
Did not think the banana suit was coming. I knew this would happen. I don't understand what I just saw right there.
Well, I am officially aging out of the Blue Devils this year. 2016 will be my last year. My years with the Blue Devils will come to an end. 88 to 16. I never knew when I was sitting underneath the goalpost in Dean Morgan Junior High in Casper, Wyoming, and Jim Jones said, "Son, you better figure out whether you want to be here or not." Okay. See, I was a big baseball player. I loved playing baseball. And so, of course, baseball and drum corps told me you can't do both those at the same time. So I thought about it. So I have no idea why I decided that I'd rather play the trumpet than play baseball, but I did. And little did I know that that was going to be my life path.
William Edward Pete Emmons. What is he? Some kind of Renaissance cowboy? I mean, the guy starts out, he's a soprano player in a drum corps from like where the buffalo roam. Okay, becomes their drum major, matinee idol, heartthrob, wins nationals. Then he starts writing for, teaching other people who win nationals. Then he goes to acting school and ends up off Broadway playing Mephistopheles.
I had the acting bug. I wanted to be an actor. Acted in Southern California when I moved to Southern California. Then I auditioned for and was accepted at the Neighborhood Playhouse in New York. And I studied there for 2 years with Sanford Meisner. Not everybody got to work with Sanford Meisner. And I wanted to be an actor, but I had this stupid drum corps thing going on too that I loved. So I loved acting and I loved drum corps.
You are truly, truly an inspiration. You know, Linda, Karen, and I are very proud of you and wish you the best in your new adventure.
On my life path, the drum corps that I've had the honor of being with anyway, were completely different experiences. I aged out of the Troopers in '66. I taught the Kingsmen for 1 year. So I was the very first drum corps I ever taught. And then from there I got hired by Gail Royer to teach Santa Clara in '68. And that was a heck of a ride because that was the second drum corps I was teaching, but actually writing the entire drill by myself and working with Gail and Fred to coordinate and put together a show. And I mean, I loved marching, I loved teaching even more, and I loved writing the best. Santa Clara was, my first love. Absolutely, no doubt about it.
And it was such a pleasure to be able to work with him for many years over in SEV, and find out how special he really was. But you had to take your time. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Fred and I were best friends. From the time we met each other when I was 14 till he passed away. We did everything together. I mean, What can I say? I mean, we grew up together in the Troopers. He moved to California first. He was going to school. I moved to California second. We had an apartment. We lived together there. Taught Anaheim together. Got hired by Gail Roy to go to Santa Clara. Taught Santa Clara together. Not much to say. I don't know that I can.
Mostly, thank you for what you've done for me. And as a youngster, teaching me some serious fundamentals about life and life approaches, and as an adult, about friendship.
When Mike Moxley first asked me to come out and teach the Blue Devils, I was beside myself. They blew me away. They were just so different than what Santa Clara was, and they were so different than all the other drum corps that I was familiar with, that I became a big fan. So my dream came true. I was finally teaching the Blue Devils. I was teaching the Blue Devils. Yahoo! And that was 29 years ago.
Drum Corps International has never seen a better designer and a man with a bigger heart than Pete Emmons.
To me, Pete was the backbone and the foundation to the Blue Devils.
You've taught me a ton of things, how to be a man, how to grow up.
I can't thank you enough for everything you've done for me. I definitely would not be the same person I am right now if it were not for your guidance.
Thank you for all the love you showed me that you have for the Blue Devils and for making me a better man, a better person.
Happy retirement. We'll miss you so much.
I don't care what they say about you. Your quality will never be replaced.
Thank you, Pete. You're the best. It's been fun.
Pete, I love you to death. Thanks so much.
I've been lucky, I've been blessed to have some incredible people. I mean, it's that simple. They all have the same kind of passion for the activity and for the Blue Devils that the members do. They bring that to the organization.
You could tell that you always really cared for it. And I hope you know that everyone really cared for you. And I'm sure the Blue Devils are going to miss you.
I'm just so happy and grateful I know you and get to call you my friend. I'm so sad for the kids that don't get to know you, don't get to have you on tour, don't get to experience what it's like to have your support and love and confidence.
I wish you the best. I wish you the absolute best in your next adventure in life.
Just wanted to let you know how proud I am of you, of your accomplishments in the drum corps world and with the Blue Devils, and thank you for getting me involved in such a great organization. I'm very proud of you. I know Mom and Dad would be too. Best of luck to you in your retirement and the new adventures yet to come.
I wouldn't change anything. I've had so many incredible experiences, met so many incredible people. I've traveled the world because of drum corps. Drum corps forces you to explore, or it doesn't force you, it allows you to explore the world more, to explore what's out there, what's possible. And it was a great ride. It was incredible, just incredible.
So we are here in Eden Prairie, and we're gonna do some ice skating. Let's do it. We get the true Minnesota experience in July. We're going ice skating and trying not to die. Quickly. Scott Palmer told us about this 3 years ago when we were here in 14. It's the first time we've ever been here. Oh God.
You hear that out there?
Yep.
Feet timing into the 6/4 snare line. Should we max that out, please? It's still a problem from up here.
Everybody getting used to the acoustics? You know what? I'm thinking that we can put the first valve slides in on these low E's. Because right now you're going boo, blah, da, right? That's tough. Da, do, dee, da. Are you trying to get the first valve slides in on that? Don't. Blow away! Soprano, Cheryl, let's go. Tone quality! You were very exposed here, okay? It's got to be spot on and very, very quickly, and your tendency is to be too aggressive with it rather than refined with it. I don't want to have to clean it myself. I want you to clean it for us. See, that way I can work less and you can succeed more. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Crescendo! Crescendo! Watch the balance of the diminuendo, Annie.
At the beginning of the 2016 Blue Devil program, we see Prospero creating a giant storm across the field. However, in the story of The Tempest, Prospero uses the spirit Ariel and her magic to manipulate the storm. The second half of the opener embodies the character Ariel and her playful yet aggressive spirit.
In the play, Ariel has to basically direct all the characters who have been sort of strung throughout the island to assemble at Prospero's abode. Ariel is able to be everywhere, be all sizes, be anything, any voice at any time. So I often thought of Ariel like Ariel's inside the drum, Ariel's over here, Ariel's up there, you know. And so it is a magical thing. It's a magic trick.
As the spirit Ariel takes over the field, the drum line takes center stage with a large percussion feature.
We end up playing this huge snare feature, and then we have this very difficult backsticking part into these singles, 5-lit singles. And then we have a bunch of 5-lit rolls, 5/3, 5/2, in and out of duple figures and triplet figures. During the snare feature, individuals are going in and out of the sound. They're all popping in and out, and it's very difficult. The snare feature transitions into this huge cello with a whole battery. I mean, you really have to zone into the listening situations, and really, I guess the hardest part of the whole thing is adding in and being on top of the tempo because it's celloing the whole time.
So in the Ariel section of our show, we introduce a saber with a streamer attached to it. And that's supposed to represent the spirit that Ariel is. She's in the air, she's kind of everywhere, she's ethereal, and the streamer on the end kind of represents that. At one point, all the sabers get into this huge diagonal block, and we're all doing the same choreography, give or take, but we start at a different time. So you see that streamer just going everywhere in and out at opposite times. And at the very end of the feature, we take turns throwing a quad on saber, and we have to catch it at the down angle at a very specific part of the blade. And it's really important that the accuracy of that is really on point, because if you catch at the wrong point in the saber, it's hard to get that next toss out accurately. Most of the guard is on saber with streamers, but on side 2 of the field, there's these 10 girls in blue 2 dresses doing a dance.
And we have these like big, long blue dresses on, and that symbolizes Ariel. Everything is very, a lot of hips and a lot of hair. The choreography is kind of to tell that Ariel is a very magical creature, and she kind of moves in ways that no one else really can.
So where I come in at the end of Ariel, my part on the drum set is a lot of fast, triple stroke patterns on the ride cymbal, so like with a lot of snare ghost notes and shots and a kind of syncopated hi-hat pattern.
The double tonguing section
bridges the gap in between the lighter passage and then the more dark section of the piece, which is supposed to represent Ariel's anger.
Prospero wants people to know like what's up, and he's mad at him, and this is why he's getting revenge. Ariel just kind of like wreaks havoc on everyone. So this is kind of Ariel wreaking havoc on everyone on the island. So our tone really gets shifted to more of an aggressive, kind of angry stance.
Next week on Inside BD360.
Caliban is supposed to be very animalistic, very primitive. We're supposed to, kind of represent the anger and just the primitive nature of Caliban.